He looks really sad, doesn't he? Good morning everyone, welcome back to my allotment diaries. My name is Emma. These are my allotment diaries. You are watching them right now. So if you love gardening, if you love allotment gardening, if you want to get into allotment gardening or you've got your first allotment plot, do subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm everywhere. I'm on Instagram, TikTok, got a blog. Come and follow me, follow my journey and see what it's like. Life on an allotment plot basically. It's exciting and it's also quite devastating sometimes. So having said all that, the first thing that we're going to do this morning at my lovely allotment plot is play my favourite game, which is it alive or has it died? So I haven't been here for about 4 or 5 days. It's the perfect time to come back and play is it alive, has it died, what's still here, what's still growing and what's not. So let's do it. We're going to start with this bed at the front here. You can see that my garlic, and this is garlic, is looking quite good and it's going yellowy, which is a good sign. So it should be ready to harvest in a few weeks, I would say. Over here I had shallots and some of them are disappearing now. Like they're sort of being eaten. I didn't think shallots got eaten, but it turns out they do. Slugs and snails love them. So I've got a few left growing, which is quite good. Next to that we've got the parsnips. I had to re-sow some of these because the slugs got them. I can't see any coming up in the places I've re-sowed yet. We will see. The carrot row looks a little bit happy. I know there's a few weeds in here. Try to pretend they're not here. This is what happens when you go away for like 4 days at your allotment plot in May. The weeds just go crazy. You can see though all the carrot seeds have germinated, so this is excellent. How long they will last with the slugs, we don't really know, but there we go. I've also got some beetroot that has germinated. I only put 6 seeds in, I can only see 1, but there we go. The rhubarb is doing what it's doing, which is growing leaves and doing something. All in all, pretty alive. Now over here I did sow about 5 marigolds. I can see 3 out of 5, that's not bad for slugs and snails, is it? Here they are. That one looks all right. That one's been quite eaten, but hopefully it'll come back. That one looks all right. And then this one here, mind you, just have a couple of leaves, so it might be all right. I don't know, to be honest. But these are my marigolds. Now that was a bit of a risk putting them there because I know the slugs and snails do love them. Potatoes doing fine, absolutely fine. Just leaving these alone, letting them do their thing. The pond, look how exciting. One of the good things about being away from your plot for a few days is that when you come back you do tend to get quite big surprises. This is my biggest surprise that I've seen. I saw it when I walked on. My irises have flowered and they are stunning. Look at these, possibly one of my favourite flowers at the allotment plot ever. So beautiful. So beautiful, so stunning, absolutely love them. The pond could do with a little bit of a top up. It's been quite warm this weekend, so the water levels have gone down a little bit, so I definitely need to think about topping that up today. That's fine. Look how quickly we're whizzing through this. We are whizzing through this. It's because I've actually got a lot to do today, so we're going to whiz through it a little bit more. Right, we've got the cornflowers growing. Looking stunning, looking very much alive. I can see in here, so these are my dahlias. These are doing really well. I think they might need to possibly come out of these now because they're getting really big. Am I just opening myself up for slug and snail damage now? Let's get that out. That weeding isn't going today, and weeding isn't going. Right, and then in here, look, this one's coming out. I better pull this one off. Or is that a weed? Oh, that's a weed. Oh, that's a weed. I don't want that. Oh, he's been eaten. Oh no. This one here, let's have a look. Oh yeah, he's all right. He's doing quite good in there. Yeah, he's happy. And then this one, I can see a little bit of growth at the bottom. I'm not going to uncover that one because I just have a bad feeling about him. I can't explain it, just got a bad feeling. And then here, sweet peas doing really good. Really, really beautiful. Right, flower bed is A-okay. Let's check the sweet corn and runner bean bed. Ooh, yeah, we've got sweet corn. Oh look all slug and snail damage. Look all like slime. I mean the slime. So we've definitely got sweet corn germinating now. 100%. This is all definitely sweet corn. I don't know if it'll grow much bigger. I don't know what kind of a harvest we're going to get out of these, but you know, I'm interested to see. And then runner beans doing really good, really good. I mean, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 germinated, but you know, I'm happy. I've got some French beans to go on that as well alongside the runner beans, so that's fine. I'll fill it in with the French beans. Okay, right, one of my sunflowers is dead. This is a shame. He doesn't look like he's been eaten. I think he looks like he needed a drink and he didn't get a drink. Oh, he looks really sad, doesn't he? Broad bean's doing amazing now. Well done, guys. This sunflower seems to have survived the heat. Fantastic. And then over here, this one's been eaten, but he does have a little bit of leaf in the middle. He might come back, I don't know. And that one there looks absolutely fine. So 2 sunflowers alive, good. Oh look, the marigolds are planted here. They're still here. I'm surprised to see that. I whacked in a few marigolds along here and these are fine. I'm almost sort of doing a little peep into my polytunnel before I fully venture in, because I'm a bit scared of the damage I might find in here. Okay, so there are definitely things alive in here. So like this tomato, for instance, very much alive. This one here, very much alive. Fantastic. We've got marigold in there. Kohlrabi's looking incredible. Marigold, marigold. A couple of eaten marigolds. Okay, this little tomato here, still alive, still growing, pretty good. We've got all of our garlic, which is doing quite well, and then through here, another little tomato plant. So on the whole, I want to say alive. I do think I need to bring some more stuff to put out here now, because it has stood the test of the test that I did, the experiment, which was basically to bring a few tomato plants, try them, see if the weather's okay for them and they don't die of like, I don't know, coldness or frost or whatever, and that they're fine now. They're fine. I mean, we're coming towards the end of May, so it should be okay just to whack out as much as you can now. I think it's okay. I just need to put more out here, basically. So this is good. I'm happy. Polytunnel, a-okay. Right, first thing I'm going to do, first job, I think, is just to give everything a bit of a water. I don't think it's had enough water or rain, so we're going to give it a drink. Right, so I've just been busy weeding this bed here, which has got my new nice little blue arches over it. I didn't show you too much of it because I'm sure you're sick of weeding yourself without switching on this channel and watching me do it. But yeah, it's all been weeded. I've weeded around the edge of the bed as well to try and keep out slugs and snails, because they like to hide in all the overgrowth around it. And we're going to whack out as much Brassica stuff as we can. So I'm going to show you what I brought. Right, it's about to become clear why I was rushing a little bit showing you around the plot this morning, because I don't have tons of time to spend here. I only get like a couple of hours in the morning because I've got other stuff to do in the day, so I've got to get it all done within 2 hours, and sometimes I give myself quite a lot to do. So I went a bit crazy this weekend at the garden centre. I got myself a little pot of cosmos. Such beautiful flowers, absolutely love them, perfect for the allotment plot, not just because they're annuals and you can grow them from seed quite easily, though I did pick these up for only £2, but they're also great for pollinators. Can you see the great big open flower heads? Well, bees and butterflies and all sorts of things love them because it's so easy to get to the centre of the flower. So any flower that's open like that, it's great for pollinators. We need them to come in and pollinate our vegetables, so cosmos are just so great, such a beautiful flower. And then I went absolutely mad in the Brassica section, because I have sown my own, but not all of them are germinated, and also they're very, very small. I really want to start planting stuff out, so stuff it, let's just buy it. I got, oh, some of this cauliflower graffiti. Look at the colour of that. I've got loads of them, so hopefully one will grow. Absolutely incredible. Brussels sprouts, which I think I've already got growing, but you know, you can never have enough Brussels sprouts, I don't think. Savoy cabbage, one of my favourite cabbages. So a few of those. I got some round cabbage. It's quite nice. It's called Mozart F1. So they look quite nice. And then I've also got another of the graffiti cauliflower because I really, really want one of these. I just can't get over the colour. I really hope it turns out that colour because I'm so excited. Finally, I picked up some broccoli because I have grown broccoli at home. I've got purple sprouting broccoli growing, but it's not as healthy as these. Like, the root system on these is insane and mine is just not there yet. So hopefully it will be. But the thing about brassicas is you can sow them out whenever, wherever. You can sow your brassicas. So you should get them. You should get some brassicas whenever you sow them, really. So just one of the best things to sow at an allotment plot because they don't need much help once they get going. You protect them and you water them and stuff, but really they just get on with it. So it really is great for allotment plots, especially if you're not here as much as you'd like to be. So we're going to whack them all out. That's my job. Oh gosh. I didn't wear my good jeans today, so it's fine. I know they're getting completely filthy. It's fine. Judge me too much on my spacing. So brassicas are quite big plants. Even broccolis are like massive plants, like 4 foot tall. Some of them, I'm sure you can get dwarf varieties, but the ones that I've got are going to be big. I don't expect them all to live, guys. I expect most of them to die, so I'm trying to like take my own advice and plant more than I think I'll need or more than I think that will live. Does that make any sense? So obviously broccoli needs to be spaced a lot more like further apart than this, but I don't expect all of these broccolis to survive, and if they do, great. Maybe I'll just have to take one out, or I don't know, figure it out later, but I don't expect them all to live. I've got my sprouts here, and then in the middle of the sprouts I was going to put some cauliflower, thinking that probably 2 sprouts will survive, maybe 3 cauliflowers if I'm lucky. So I think what we'll call it is optimistic spacing. That's what it is. It's optimism at its peak. And I'm just being optimistic. I mean, if it all survived, what a great problem to have. I've spaced them too close together, but they're all alive. I don't think that's going to be the case. So I'm trying to be an optimistic realist here and plan ahead. If it does work and grow, that's going to look so pretty with like purple broccoli, like cauliflowers in the middle. It's going to be a beaut. Go there. This is why it's so important to actually space your plants out before you plant them, because you can move them about a bit and make sure they all fit, basically. So once you've sort of placed them where you want them to go, all you have to do is dig them in, and that's it. Right, that's them all in then. Am I going to label them? No. Should I label them? Probably. Will I do it? No, because it's just all brassicas, isn't it? And I don't expect them all to live, so it'll be a nice little pick-a-mix surprise bed. I mean, you can sort of see what they are now, to be honest. And I put the sprouts in the middle because that's the tallest bit, and sprouts are the things that get like the biggest. They look quite good like that. Will they survive? We don't know. Right, let's water them. Oh God, I hate nets. Well, whilst tackling my biggest nemesis of the plot, and that is nets, I've realised that I haven't brought it big enough. So I've got to sort of do it in bits now. I've got to cut it and everything. Oh, hate nets. Why are they so fiddly? Right, it rained for a bit there, so if I look a little bit dishevelled, it's because of that. I've managed to fix the net. It doesn't look amazing, but it does the job. So this is our end result, basically. As you can see, I've had to use 2 different bits of the net. But the reason I've done this, and I know it looks a little bit higgledy-piggledy, but the net has to reach all the way down to the ground, and then I've used sticks and pegs to make sure it stays there. If you leave any kind of gap in your netting, they will get in. Who are they? I don't even know anymore. Butterflies, slugs, birds, cabbages, I don't know. Whoever it is that eats your stuff will get in. So like for instance here, where the netting's kind of overlapped, I've used twine and I've kind of sewn it up basically so that there's no hole for them to get in, because if there's any kind of gap or hole or flap that they can kind of get in, like here it's like double netted so they won't be able to get in there, but if there's a hole they'll get in and they'll get to your stuff. As you can see, I have stronched it all as well, and I've stronched the entire bed, not just around each individual crop, you know, but the point is they're in. There's way more than I need and it's protected. What more can I do? Right, I'm going to whack in my cosmos now because I fancy putting something pretty in. I'm just going to whack this about all over the plot because I assume they're all going to get eaten. So that's just me being realistic, because they absolutely love that stuff, slugs and snails. So I'm going to whack it in all over the place and hope for the best, and hopefully just have loads of cosmos coming up, or at least one. At least one, that would be nice. So let's just go whack it in anywhere, I think. Actually exhausted after doing that. I don't think I've ever planted out so much in one go. I've actually still got some brassicas left, but I'm going to come back and do that tomorrow. The plot's looking okay. I'm okay with it. It's alright. It's not looking perfect, but then what allotment plot does, I think maybe the weeds are starting to get on top of me a bit, so I'm going to come back tomorrow and do some weeding. I think it's all about doing little and often at this time of year, and just, you know, taking a section of your allotment and focusing on that at a time, and then the allotment tends to stay in pretty good shape. So it's a little bit of effort, a little bit of hard work, but actually I feel good this year. I feel like things are growing, things are doing good. So I hope that's how you're feeling about your plots too. Let me know how it's going on your allotment plots. I'd love to know. And I will see you again on Wednesday with another allotment garden vlog. See you Wednesday. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss it. See you later. Bye.